Wheat Checks, Rice Checks, and Good Hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol! In today's transcribed adventure...
Welcome to Wild Thing Radio Productions. Here we have is an Atwater Kent 286. Picked it up at an estate sale. I believe it was this past Friday. As you can see, grill work. Grill work needs a little TLC. This was made out of plastic. I have it. I also have the knobs. The radio is in a box. But veneer is doing okay. It's, as you can see, kind of, it's loose there. I'll have to clamp that. Got some loose veneer here. But overall, she looks great. Yeah, see, where people have kind of bumped it around. But, yeah, let's get in there. Yeah, needs some work. But looks great. I'm all ecstatic. So let's go take a look at the radio. Okay, all right. Just wave on over there. Okay, got a little TLC with the bubble wrap. But got the dial indicator, got the dial. Other than that, it looks like John's up in Arkansas. Just totally crapped out. Boy, I really love that 80. But the bad thing was, right when I carried it a half a block to the car, I put it on some uneven grass. When I went to open the hatch and turned around, Humpty Dumpty took a big fall, and she laid on her back. So the buttons went flying, dial glass popped out, but picked up the pieces, and luckily no tubes shattered as far as I can tell. But boy, maybe tomorrow I'm gonna dive in and start doing some continuity tests. Okay, here we have the speaker to the 286, but like John said, let's get in on it. The medallion, I believe it says 385. So I looked it up earlier. It was the year before. They had a radio, I think, with that number on it, and so it probably had extra speakers to go into the 286 when it came out in 35. That's just my guess. But as you can see, got some cracks going on there. Let's see. So she needs a little TLC. But I got the spider, so that's good. So just need to do some continuity checks on the old speaker also. But she looks great so far. Looking at the schematic, the two little posts, not the two big one, but the two little one, they make their way over to the filled coil. So let's give that a check right now. Let me set up the camera. Okay. And Let's see here. Oopsie daisy. Alright, I'm going to touch the two little ones. Now let's turn it on first. Okay, there we go. Alright. Touching. There we go. We do have resistance. So, that concludes the test for the Philco. Right. One other thing I'd like to point out is that there's some rubber O-rings, so to speak, on these radio dials. There's one there, and there's a couple more. So John in Arkansas pointed out that Adams Manufacturing had little kits, and so I went online and I found the kit for the 286 and ordered it this morning. Just wanted to add that John up in Arkansas has about over 30 videos, I believe, on his Atwater project he had done, back in 2009 or so. But anyway, in his videos he stated that the color order is different for the Atwater, so printed that out, have that ready to go, and picked up the schematic 286, there it is, and started taking me some notes. So, ready to go. Alright.
Trouble getting power, but I think I found the trouble. Now, listen to this main power generator. Sounds pretty weak, doesn't it? My guess is this. They've been using ordinary fuel. So let's see what happens when I put in this super fuel. Wow, listen to that power now. Supercharging does it. And gang, when you roll out of bed in the morning, you're just like this generator. You need fuel because you haven't had any for about 12 hours. But listen, don't settle for ordinary fuel. Get supercharged like Buzz Corey does with a good breakfast. Eat the super cereals in the checkerboard packages. Now, Rice Chex and Wheat Chex are the super cereals with that modern bite-sized design for super easy eating. Rice Chex is bite-sized shredded rice, triple toasted. And Wheat Chex is bite-sized shredded wheat, baked crisper than a cracker, super power in every bite. Now remember, pulling up to the breakfast table is like pulling into a filling station. So get supercharged every morning. Pick up your cereal bowl and say,
"Fill her up, Mom."
I just wanted to point out a little bit on this radio I'm working on right now. Use the ebony stain markers that I have over here. So we've got it nice and black now. Not about to remove the escutcheon and the glass they have there. The veneer on the backside's fairly brittle, and there's some mechanisms that I do not want to mess with. So I just covered it, and over the years, a push button, they get kind of cockeyed, whatever, and it hits that veneer, and so every one of these was broken. So tried to do my best, like John says, just do your best. Did pretty good there, I guess. But so I'll give it one more little wash down, and let's see. Let's go to the top side. I don't know if you can tell in the camera view, but it must have been some lady put two plants. Anyway, you could just barely see the plant rings. I might give that one more little polishing. Picked up a little Dremel polishing, so we'll give that a light whirl.